Hello friends, let me start out by telling you about my past experience. I used to be a very hard-working horse that lived on a farm called Animal Farm. Me, as well as all the other animals on the farm, were under the power of a pig named Napoleon. At first, we didn't realize that Napoleon was in charge because Squealer, his fellow pig, was very good at advertising and making up lies. Therefore, we pretty much believed every single thing that he said. Then, I started getting into the advertising business. I learned that everything that Squealer was saying was false, and that he was only saying that so Napoleon could maintain his power. For example, on a bottle of Listerine, it states that Listerine removes plaque, gingivitis, and bad breath. However, hardly any of that is true. The bottle only says that so the company can sell their product. So I took this knowledge, discussed it with the other animals, and successfully overcame the manipulation of Napoleon. Now, let me tell you why I'm really here. As I'm sure you are aware, blacks are discriminated against by white people. It is very rare that you will see a white person stick up for a black person. However, whenever that person does, they are looked down upon by other whites and get treated wrongly. A very famous example of this would be Atticus Finch from the book To Kill a Mockingbird. Tom Robinson, a black person, was charged for a crime that he didn't even do. And he was only charged for that crime because he was black. Atticus, who was Tom's lawyer, defended Tom and stood up for him and his rights like a good person should do. After doing so, Atticus was considered the joke of the town and got complaints from his peers. This, in my opinion, is wrong. After my experience in Animal Farm, and through my knowledge of language, I can explain to you why people tend to act this way. Basically, blacks used to be slaves to whites, and have always been the minority in white people's minds. Though we may not think this, many people out there do. And in this case, others influence us, causing us to still at least act as though whites are the minority to blacks, or blacks are the minority to whites. A great person for this would be Grandma. Our grandmas grew up with black criticism, so it's natural for them to say rude comments about the colored race. You may not realize it, but when Grandma says this, our brains processes it as Grandma is a good person, so I should believe what Grandma says, therefore blacks must be bad people. After how hard this is to believe, it's true. Now, the next time that you see a person like Atticus Finch stick up for a black person, share with them your knowledge and do the right thing.